Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Beth, and I am here today to do my July TBR. Now, originally I had a purple jar that was a little bigger, a little skinnier, and then during the winter I used this snowman TBR jar. And so about a month ago I decided I wanted more prompts besides the ones that I had in these two different jars. And the glass jar is sitting on the floor down here empty because I had to get a new different jar. So because I wanted more prompts, so I went on looking and found 365 prompts, and when I took out the ones I didn't want to use, there were still about 360. So I got this. And what I'm going to do is, after I use them for the month, I'll put them into the other jars, and then we'll go back to this. So here we go. Now, I have also decided I'm only drawing 10 prompts for the month. If I decide I cannot fill a prompt, or I don't want to fill a prompt, I must draw 2 prompts for that one. So you will have seen. All right, I'm fixing to go and get my books and bring them in here. So I'm going to spin for these others. So my friend recommends is going to be, Aunt Betty's pick. This is David Baldacci, and it is a Christmas book. So let's do my classic pick, and I can't do The Tenant of Wildfell Hall, so let's spin. I will have to spin again if it is The Tenant of Wildfell Hall. And it is The Picture of Dorian Gray. And then I'm going to do just one of these, and because I know I'm going to read Middle of the Night this month, because I'll read it as soon as it comes in, because I have several of these on my shelf right now to read, and I'm hoping I get some of them read. If I come across one that is on my shelf right now, I will be spinning again. House of Flame and Shadow. Okay. My spins for my friend recommend, my classic, and my 24 and 24. I've got to get these books done. So I'm just going to go how they're in order laying over here. My friend recommend was my Aunt Betty's recommendation, The Christmas Train by David Baldacci. My classic is The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. And my 24 in 2024 was House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas. Now, I say I've got to get these books read because I haven't been reading. In the month of June, I've completed 2 books so far. It is the 16th, and I will be taking part in Liv's readathon, Liv from Liv's library. Her and her friends, including Kindle from Kindle's pages, are hosting a Pride and Prejudice readathon, and so I'll be taking part in that, and hopefully I can get some books finished. I am working on The Fury right now, and The House is on Fire, and also One Door Away from Heaven. So I'm hoping to get those done by the time, those 3 done, by the time that the Pride and Prejudice Readathon starts. And then I hope that I can complete the books that I have on that come up. So, prompt number 1. I have some books in there that I really want to read. Fall of Giants I would like to keep on July's TBR. I got it upside down. A book about an orphan or orphans. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm going to use this book, The Book Thief, because I've put it on so many TBRs. It's got to get read. I want to read it so bad. And since this is the big book, Summer of Big Books, or Big Book Summer Challenge, I want to read it. And I want to read it because it's historical fiction. But I'm not going to get to it. But I do like historical fiction. And I want to read it because my friend recommended it to me. And it's got to be good because she says it's good. And everything she tells me is good every time I read it. So I want to read it. And I just think it's going to be good because it's an international bestseller. It's sold over 8 million copies. And it's about books. So I'm going to read this book. So that is book 1. All right. I'm just pulling from the top. Pulling from the top. A poetry book. I guess it's time for me to do the poetry that I have. I have one book of poetry that I haven't read, and so that's the one I'm going to do. I just have to find it, so just a moment. Okay, so I'm going to read, I'll have to put a picture up here. I have it on my Kindle for a book of poetry. This isn't it, this is it. The Road Not Taken and Other Poems by Robert Frost. And it's only 132 pages, but I love Robert Frost. And I debated between Robert Frost and Emily Dickinson. So I chose this one because, I don't know. That's just the one I chose. Next time I'll choose Emily Dickinson. Okay, let's see. This one looks good. Not that I could see it. I wasn't looking at it. Oh, it's upside down again. The title begins with a V. All right, I'll be back. Okay, that's one of those that I can't do. So I'll be drawing 2 for that one. So I'm up to 11. Okay. A book about one of the characters in Hamilton. Okay, we'll draw another one. Let's dig. Middle grade historical fiction. Okay, be back. Okay, I have changed my mind. Number 1, the prompt for a book about orphans is going to be Harry Potter, the first one. You know, next month is Harry Potter's birthday, I think. And so that means the middle grade historical fiction is going to be The Book Thief. And I don't have any of the books about Hamilton characters except George Washington and Martha, George and Martha, the Vineyard love story, Mount Vernon love story. So I don't really feel like reading that right now. So I'm up to 12 prompts. because I'm not doing that one either. You know, sometimes you just don't want to read a book. Because my goal is to read the books on my shelf. If I keep buying more, then, you know, a book about characters on a vacation. Okay. So let's draw a couple so I can look for a couple and then, okay, I got 2 in my hand, so that'll be 3, and then I can look for those and then come back. Up. The title begins with a C. That's probably going to be a lot easier than a V. A book set in Central America. I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. That took a minute. Okay, title begins with a C. I have to get this read for the prompt in my 52 books for 52 weeks academic thriller. So I'm going to read Catherine House, and this fits. Title begins with C. It has deckled edges. Set in Central America. I started this, but I put it down. Oh, Catherine House is written by Elizabeth Thomas. Sylvia Moreno Garcia wrote The Daughter of Dr. Moreau. I like her books. I don't know why I never finished. I guess I just put it down and went on about my business. And then Characters on Vacation. This was on Goodreads list. Christina Lauren's The Paradise Problem. And I think this is a beautiful dust jacket. And I liked the last book that I read by Christina Lauren. So I thought this was second chance romance, but I think this is kind of like fake dating, but they're married. I don't know. There. Okay. So we've got, oh, I got, put one back, put that one back. That's probably the one I wanted to. Okay. A mystery featuring a private investigator. Don't they all? A book set in a country you've never been to. That's any of them except the United States. Oops. Reread an old favorite. Okay, so set in a country I've never been to. I'm going to read the second installment of Louise Penny's Armand Gamache series, A Fatal Grace. It's set in Canada. Mystery featuring a private investigator. I know she's not really labeled a private investigator. She is a, what do they call them? She's a midwife and a healer, but she has to solve the case. So I'm going to say she's a private investigator. I'm going to read The Frozen River by Ariel Lahan. Reread an old favorite. This started my love for this author, and I actually have her new book, and so maybe after I read this one, then I'll read her new book. I have The Souls of Lost Lake by Jamie Jo Wright. I can't wait to revisit this one. So I knew exactly what I was going in there on that bookshelf to get. Okay, so 3 more. It looks like I have a really big stack, but it's just that one book on the bottom. Oh, 3 exactly. So the first one is a book about siblings. Can you see that? A book set in the summer. And historical fiction about European history. I'll be back. Okay, that took forever. I was looking for any possible way to fit Emily Henry's new book on this TBR. I may just have to read it. Oh, wait. No. That's Abby Jimenez. Abby Jimenez is on my readathon with Liv's Library. No. It may just get picked up. Okay. And I will say this is a plus. I will be starting this. I may not get it finished next month because I have all those others to read, because I have 15 or 16. But Fall of Giants by Ken Follett, however you say his name. It is a historical fiction, and it's very well loved, but it's one of the ones I wanted to read for Sue Jackson's summer big book summer. I don't ever remember how to say it. Okay, so for the last three, a book about siblings. I got this specifically to read for the historical fiction, read historical fiction 2024 for Shelley Swear Engine's Readathon challenge. America's First Daughter, but I haven't even been able to start it because so much stuff has come up. But it's about Patsy Jefferson, Thomas Jefferson's daughter. Her mother passes away and she has to take over as his everything, his helpmate, protector, and constant companion. I don't think there's anything like that. I think she just takes over the duties of the First Lady. Nothing ugly, you know. So that is for siblings, because I think she's raising her siblings. All right, a book set in the summer. I kind of was trying to see if Funny Story was written in the summer. I couldn't really tell anything. Oh, I guess it is. That changes things because I just saw a date. I guess I'm changing that. I was going to read The Hotel Nantucket, but I think I'm going to change it to Funny Story because I saw that June 1st was on there. So I think I might put both of them on there and just, you know, see what I'm feeling at the time. Because sometimes I'm not in the mood for romance, and this has got like a ghostly feel to it. So, because the hotel's supposed to be haunted, we'll see. And then historical fiction about European history. I'm gonna put A Gentleman in Moscow by Amor Towles. I started it, but I've only got to where he's confined to the hotel. So, okay, I'm gonna go back through them, but I'm gonna go the back way. The reverse way. And there's no way I can hold them up. Okay, so Ken Follett, Fall of Giants, extra. I'll be reading it on the side because I've got to get back into my reading, guys. Y'all know what I've been doing. I've been diamond painting. So, historical fiction about European history, A Gentleman in Moscow. A book set in the summer. It's either going to be Funny Story or The Hotel Nantucket. Isn't that just such a beautiful cover? I love purple so much. I know it might look a little bit more blue, but that one's pretty too if it was just... Okay. Then we have a book about siblings, America's First Daughter. Reread an old favorite, The Souls of Lost Lake. I can't wait. Mystery featuring a private investigator, The Frozen River. And this could have been about siblings too. It was underneath there on the Goodreads. Set in a country I've never been to, A Fatal Grace. Characters on Vacation, The Paradise Problem. You know, I always pick a lot of Book of the Month, so I'm so grateful that I have that service. Not that I'm sponsored. I'm not sponsored. I purchased those books. Okay. Set in Central America. The Daughter of Dr. Moreau. Title begins with a C. Catherine House. Oh, I guess I put it down here. Middle grade historical fiction. The Book Thief. A poetry book, The Road Not Taken and Other Poems. Remember, I have this on Kindle. A book about orphans. I'm going to be reading or listening to, actually, Harry Potter, the first one. And my spinner wheels, I had My Friend Recommends. David Baldacci, The Christmas Train. I don't know why I guess I could have waited for this one till Christmas, but I will be working on a Christmas diamond painting in July. My classic for the month, The Picture of Dorian Gray. And then my 24 and 2024, House of Flame and Shadow by Sarah J. Maas. This is my TBR for July. And let me know if you've read any of these, if you liked any of them, if you didn't like any of them. Let me know. Please be nice to me if it was Jamie Jo Wright's book, because I absolutely adore that book. Anyway, if you are still here, thank you for watching. And if you have not already, please hit that like button. And if you're not already subscribed and you want to see more from me, click that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.